So in other news, Lucasfilm and EA have announced their new game, Star Wars Squadron. And it's set to release around the 2nd of October for all the platforms. This game will be a 5v5 multiplayer. The game will have a storyline. And it's supposed to take place sometime after the Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
The game will feature aircraft customization, so people they'll be able to get to choose if they want to play on the Republic side or the Imperial fleet and things like that. And obviously we know the record that they had in the past with the past Star Wars game. Do you guys think that this game will entice people to come back and give it another chance and fall in love with the game and franchise again?
Of course. I mean, their last game was really good. It was a storyline, and it was really good.
Which one, Battlefront?
No, not Battlefront. That wasn't the last one.
I was about to say.
The last one was Fallen Jedi.
I think I remember, but I didn't play it.
That one's really good. I mean, storyline was great. People loved it. I mean, they're definitely coming back. So with this, I'm pretty sure they're taking that mindset, that positive mindset, positive reviews, and the whatever happened with the other games left in the past. I think they're focused on, especially like I said, like Lucasfilms and everything. Like they're really gonna try to listen to the people this time.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I like that they're switching it up on this one. I love the idea of it's like 5 versus 5.
Yeah,
I feel like
I
feel like it's gonna be really competitive. Like it might become its own esport, but I haven't seen any gameplay. But if it's really good, it might be that level.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying. They definitely made up for the blunders that they had with Battlefront. Yeah. Thanks to the last game. So I feel like if they really are focusing all this attention on being able to give like a really flushed out storyline, and really giving people what they want as far as like customization, they're going to be able to keep the ball rolling, and I think they are going to be able to get a lot of people to come back to them. Some of the fans that they lost during the Battlefront, Battlefront era,
all that
for sure. And obviously with that being said, like we said, they had a lot of backlash. How do you guys think they're going to be able to keep up with all these positive reviews, to keep these positive reviews coming in?
I mean, just paying attention to what people want. What people want. I mean, Squadrons again is already different than what they're used to, so they're doing something right, and they're doing something different. So
yeah, I think it's gonna work for them. That Battlefront thing, everybody talks so much smack about that game.
Yeah, they definitely. Yeah, like you said, I feel like they definitely learned their lesson from that, and that's important for a company to grow. If they want to be able to maintain their customers happy, you have to really take into consideration what the player base wants and accept that feedback, that criticism, and be able to really build on that, for sure. And it's funny that you mentioned about them becoming an esport. You said you feel like they can actually become an esport
if it's a really good game. If it's just like a regular, they didn't really put too much into it, it's not so competitive or whatever. But for some reason, I have a hunch that it's gonna be really like fun, and it's gonna be very like competitive. Like you're gonna be able to have teams. I mean, what is it? 5 versus 5?
Yeah, 5 versus 5.
That sounds so cool. Like,
I want to see the maps.
Yeah, I want to see.
Because if there's one thing I've always liked about the Star Wars game, it's definitely the maps. They're very aesthetically pleasing. They go really well with like the, within the world of Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's one thing that they've always had really going for them.
Yeah, and they can just make maps, endless supply maps, because it's just space.
Yeah,
you have all these different planets, all these different galaxies,
right?
Or whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're gonna have a lot of areas where you're gonna know exactly where they are, and many different ones too. Probably because of the fact that it's in between. It's right after Return of the Jedi. Will it be its own esports? I'm not sure. I doubt it because it's not easy for games to get into esports like that. But I do think it is going to be very competitive.
I just think that it would be very like, why wouldn't you want to become a game that becomes an esport event? I think that's a lot of game developers like
mission.
Yeah, exactly, like something like that.
But if it was easy, then everybody would be doing it. For every game that would come out, they would be like, okay, if it's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
EA is doing something right. I mean, yeah, like FIFA is competitive.
Yeah.
It's got its own thing.
It is EA too. Like, EA. If there's anybody who can do it.
Right. Yeah. But
EA
Star Wars,
plus
I mean,
Star Wars.
I don't know.
mean, is this? I don't know if this is the first EA Star Wars collab, like game.
No.
No.
Were the all the other ones too? Oh, Battlefront was.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
made all those
Okay.
games. Yeah,
they're partnered up with them.
Yeah. So with Battlefront, like, if anything would be esports, then I would be like Battlefront then, right?
Yeah.
Because it's
But
clearly.
it didn't go right for them. I don't think it
Battlefront 2 was much better.
Yeah.
And then again, the next one after that was good.
Yeah.
Was actually great. So like I said, I think they're stepping in the right direction. They're going forward. They're going top.
But it seems like they're trying to step in that direction. Because it doesn't seem like they're just throwing out games just to like, we got these games out here now. It's like they're trying to establish themselves in the gaming market as much as they can, and they already have. But I really do think they're trying to get deeper into it, be known as one of the important games out there.
Oh, you're talking about for Star Wars?
Yeah, Star Wars in general.
They're the only ones that are developing Star Wars games.
Mhm.
So yeah, definitely.
And I love that it is VR compatible, which is cool.
Oh,
that
that's
sounds
nice.
cool.
That's interesting. Shoot.
You'd be submersed in the
You're
world.
just like, oh!
Yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling that it'll become an esports
I
title.
don't think so.
I mean, like
Then again, I'm just
I think
like,
Pac-Man has a much more.
dang.
I think Pac-Man could become an esports.
I mean, he's right though. Like, it's such a
We'll see.
competitive like field to get into. Like,
but what other game
No,
does
but you're
that?
right though. We will see. Yeah, because again, it is different. It's Squadron.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It's
You
not
have a
another
point.
shooting
It is
game.
not. It's not.
That's what I'm
basic
saying.
shooting
It's
game.
a different.
It could be.
It's a whole different thing. The only thing you can think of that's similar is Star Fox.
Mission
Right, yeah.
complete.
We have to be open-minded, and I think in a way, would I be surprised? No,
Yeah.
not if it. You know what I'm saying? Not if
they really
take that
crank it out
back.
the park.
If they do release it for competitive esports, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah.
But again,
Then again, we haven't seen any gameplay, so we don't really know
Yeah.
what it's
That's
like. So who knows?
I mean-
I'm just throwing like a
ideas
no,
out there.
Yeah.
No, I
I
mean,
mean,
it's
like-
a good idea too.
I
I
mean-
mean, what Star Wars fan wouldn't want to compete, right, in
Yeah.
competitive gaming?
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, if they're saying, "Hey, what do you do?" Oh, I compete in Star Wars.
Squadrons.
Squadrons, or I'm a pro player for this particular game.
Hey,
so
but
it sounds cool.
But not gonna lie though. I feel like a Star Wars event would be pretty hype though.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
I think
bro.
they-
Just think about
if
it.
if they do happen to like get into that market, like
Yeah.
I think that they would definitely go all out for it. Just like the whole stage Battlestar thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
Star
imagine
Wars
it,
theme.
5 versus 5, and you're just watching this match of just freaking, what are they called, squadrons or whatever. They're just chasing after each other, trying to shoot each other out.
I can see it.
Yeah.
That's basically what Call of Duty is. It's like you got a team on the team, and they're all trying to take each other
Yeah.
out. It's the same concept, but it's just now they're flying.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like you said, ultimately we're just gonna have to wait and see. Ultimately, the crowd decides if it's gonna have enough.
Basically, yeah.
If it's gonna have enough fan support to elevate it to that
Yeah.
status, and there's a lot of competition. But hey, you never know. They might crank it out the park. Like they did a really good job the last game
You never know.
Yeah.
for sure.
That's true.
But who's competition in this? There's no other game doing this type of thing. I can't think of one.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Like 5v5 or like what?
Well, 5v5, but it's vehicle. It's not like a shooting game. You know what I mean? It's not. It's
Yeah.
not the
Like
same
all in
format.
vehicles.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I can't think of anything like that.
Yeah.
Death Race? Oh, what's that old game? Not Death Race.
The movie.
My bad. Death Race. What's that old PS2 game? I don't even remember, bro.
Oh,
You know what I'm
was
thinking
it a
about?
Ratchet and Clank one?
No. I look dumb right now.
No.
You're talking about Twisted Metal.
Yep. That's what I was thinking of. Death
Nice.
Race.
Death Race.
It's okay.
I'm gonna just put the Jordan crying meme on my face right now. But that game.
No, yeah.
But yeah, it's like you said.
You have a point.
He
You
does have a
good
point.
So
I think it's great that they're obviously it's a no-brainer to be able to let people do tons of customization. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
cool.
interested to see
That'd be
just
cool.
just how far
Yeah.
in depth you can customize those certain things.
Like their whole ship? What are you talking about? Or their teams?
No, like their ships and stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
That's like,
Like-
Most Wanted.
Like, is it going to be something like throwback to like the Modern Warfare era when you can like design your own like symbols and stuff like that? Like, I want to know how in depth you can get into this kind
It's
of
gonna be like Need for
customization.
Speed. You're just
Yeah.
like customizing, getting neon lights and stuff.
Yeah, like I want to know if it's like something in that direction, or is it more of like, oh, you have to pay to get certain colors for the ship? Or,
probably a bit of both.
A little bit of both. Yeah, because
like
they're definitely going to
weaponry.
have some kind of in-game transactions.
Or it could be like classes, kind of like how Call of Duty has like marksman and all that stuff.
Yeah. That's most likely what's going. Yeah, you rank up, you get unlock certain things to customize your ship set.
Man, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see the gameplay.
Well, I mean, yeah, for sure. Let us know down in the comment section, guys. Are you guys excited? How big of a Star Wars fans are you guys? You know, is this something you guys have been looking forward to? And do you guys think it eventually will it have enough hype to elevate it into esports title status?
we'll see.
Who knows?